FREEDOM WARS Remastered is here, and a huge thanks to Bandai Namco UK for sending me over a code to test this out early on the Steam Deck. You can pick this up from the 9th of January, so be sure to add it to your wishlist so you can get it as soon as it's available. And admittedly, I hadn't played the original, but the premise of having to gain permits for even basic things like moving around or running for more than 5 seconds, and forgetting it and getting penalised by having your sentence extended randomly, is definitely a very unique concept. With everything instance-based though, the graphics are definitely not that demanding on the Steam Deck, although it is capped at 60 frames per second, even on the Steam Deck OLED, and pushing around 15 watts solid, especially in a lot of the cutscenes, so no major issues. You can max this out, although the default at 8x texture filtering with high shadows at 800p is perfectly fine, but if you do want to max this out, you will without issue. But in combat, we do still get some minor dips. Overall, you're not really going to notice it, but it doesn't hold a 60 frames per second solid. Not that it's a huge problem, because it definitely seems to be capped out at 15 watts, so you're never going to get too much of an issue battery-wise, pushing around 3 hours to 3.5 hours gameplay on the Steam Deck OLED, which means you're probably only going to get around an hour and a half to 2 hours on the LCD, which is a little bit of a letdown. But overall, if you are into this style of game and you want to get through all of the instances, then you are going to have a great time on the Steam Deck. The difficulty does ramp up quite a bit as soon as you start getting into midway through the Code 2 scenarios and you have to start going up against other sinners. It does get a little bit more difficult, but at least it starts getting a little bit challenging, as it is pretty easy up until this point, although it can be a little bit frustrating not being able to run very well, especially while carrying citizens, as if you sprint, you get very limited movement and end up a lot of the time just running into walls. I'll leave you with a bit more of the gameplay here so you can see what it looks like and plays like on the Steam Deck without me talking. Let us know in the comments below if you're going to be picking this one up or what else you're going to be playing on the Steam Deck this month. Thanks for watching and enjoy the rest of the video.
Mission defeated. Locate ammo boxes. Sinners are required to escort citizens to RRS for extraction. Citizen captured by enemy forces. Strongly advise immediate recovery.